And now, for episode 23 from Byrd Brains, John Colby!
If anybody got that reference, this is podcast number 23. Michael Jordan was number 23, and that was the Chicago Bulls intro. The fanfare is gone. I assume by now all the cheering has stopped. The listener.
6-7, North Carolina! From North!
Exactly. Hey, that voice you heard growling on the other end of the table wasn't a bear. That was Jonathan Byrd.
Yeah, bear, because that's a big thing about what we're going to be talking about today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's talking about
Segway!
We're talking about the Oscars this week, you guys. Talking about the Oscars. The one looking confused when we talked about bears, that's David Byrd, who we don't think has literally seen any movies this year that actually came out this year. Did you see any movies?
I saw one or two.
Did you see Inside Out twice?
Rich and compelling.
I don't really like holidays. I don't see movies.
Because there's people there.
I don't like
people.
I don't like people. You sound like Butthead from Beavis and Butthead.
Shut up, Beavis.
That's good. And that giggly voice you hear is JoJo. How are you, JoJo?
Oh, lovely. Oscar time is the best time of year, in my opinion.
Do you have like an Oscar party or go to one?
I go to one every year.
it.
Yeah.
Do you take your cats?
Cool. Yeah. No, they stay home.
You don't
and
dress
watch.
them up in little tuxedos
I was
and
gonna
stuff
say,
like
if
My
that.
you
cats are
if
not
you could take-
chill enough for that.
If you could
all.
take one as a date, which one would be the most likely to get invited?
Oh, definitely Edward.
Now, let me ask, is it because Edward looks the best in a tux?
Oh, it's for
Or
sure.
because he's the most well-behaved?
He's probably the tux thing.
And Andy
For sure.
Sparkles.
Oh, yeah. He sparkles better
Sparkles in
than
the sunlight.
Stronger than
Yeah.
the night.
Yeah,
Cool.
well.
So we're going to go through, we're just like the films that are nominated. We'll maybe talk about some of the nominees in different categories. We'll talk about the lack of black people. We'll get there.
Hey there.
So we're just going to start talking about stuff. If you, as the listener, have seen any of these movies, go ahead and pause the podcast and share your opinion. Nobody will hear it, but it'll just make you feel like we just want to feel
It's
like
the interactive edition
nice.
of Byrd
I
Brains.
agree.
we want you to feel like you have
You're
an
part
opinion.
of the show.
Yeah.
Because that's how it is. Whenever somebody's seen a movie, they want to tell you what they thought of the movie.
Yeah, tweet at Bird Racing and tell us your thoughts of the Oscars.
Yeah.
Well, or they could record themselves sharing their thoughts.
Yeah.
And they could tweet that to us.
That's a good idea.
There you go.
Yeah, but don't give anything away because we haven't necessarily seen all of these yet.
any
And
of
by
them.
necessarily, I mean David hasn't seen any of these.
Yeah, so no spoilers.
We had to explain to him before we started the
Spoilers.
podcast what a moving picture was.
He kept calling them talking.
Yeah.
He's like,
You don't have to. Is it not like blank slides in between action shots?
You're thinking of a PowerPoint. You're thinking of a PowerPoint with just pictures and then some boring guy talking about it. Those are the kind of meetings you sit in on.
So really, silent pictures were just early PowerPoints?
Basically, yeah, just going really fast.
That was deep, bro.
But you also have an old-timey piano player. I would watch more PowerPoints if they click through the slides at that speed and somebody's playing some ragtime. Yes, I will buy into this timeshare or whatever you want.
Maybe one of our listener has the capability of doing something like that.
Our listener.
Oh, my goodness.
We'll see if we can have that. All right, so let's start with the top movies. What's
Well, should we start with Best Picture, or should we
wanna
go
start with the big
actors
one,
and
or-
stuff? Or should we do let's work up to the top?
okay?
Just like the Academy
so
Awards.
who's
Yeah.
nominated for the key grip? And here's
Best
something.
cinematographer.
G.I. Joe.
Here's something JoJo probably knows, but do you guys know what?
Oh, wait, that's Kung Fu Grip.
when
Sorry.
you see grip on the
Yeah, it's the
you know,
guy who holds the microphone, right?
he holds anything.
Oh.
It literally just means that he's somebody who holds. It might be a light or a microphone.
Does he hold water?
Exactly. He might. I don't know, but that's what grip means.
I'm
It
a
just-
grip right now.
they
I'm
hold
holding this
stuff.
cup.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
I'm going to go to the bathroom and be a grip in a second.
Oh, no. You're not grip anymore. You're not holding anything. You let it go.
I gotta hold something to let it go, though.
I get it. I get
Yeah,
it. I thought you were
see?
talking about holding
Yeah.
liquid. You're going dirtier. I get it. I see where this is going. So what's a category that we might care
Let's
about?
start with Best Supporting Actress.
Yeah. Jennifer Jason Leigh, The Hateful Eight.
Heard of her.
Didn't see it.
Is it just going to be a list and every time we say something, David's going to be, didn't see it.
Until
Who's
there's
that?
something
What's
that
happening?
we've seen, I don't think we can talk about it.
Yep.
Rooney Mara for Carol. Rachel McAdams, Spotlight. And I don't know if I'm saying her name right. Alicia Vikander, maybe, from The Danish Girl. And Kate Winslet, Steve Jobs. Those are all the actress and supporting
Anybody?
roles.
Anybody?
Yeah, I saw her in Titanic. That was 1998.
Yeah.
So you
I saw
wanna feel
Rachel
old.
McAdams in Morning. It was called Morning something. What was that?
Morning
called?
Glory.
Morning Glory. Yeah.
Good
I
movie.
saw
It was a
her
fun
in
movie.
Wedding Crashers.
Yeah. Did you know that Kate Winslet recently came out and finally said, you know,
She came
I
out?
probably no shit.
Oh, sorry.
You can't come out and do anything anymore. And people don't think you gay.
No, she finally said that Jack could have fit on the door with Rose.
Yeah.
She's like, yep, everyone's right.
Yep, Mythbusters.
Rose probably could have not been such a jerk and let him die.
Yeah, and she was
Yeah.
super
confirmed.
selfish. And then when
Little
she
bit.
tossed the diamond in the ocean, even worse.
After all that,
I was
I'm
like,
sorry, the
that-
diamond?
That could have fed. How many orphans could that have
Could have
fed?
millions.
Millions.
I
The heart of the
assumed-
ocean.
The heart of the ocean. Thank you. I'm like, don't
Yeah.
call it the diamond. It's the heart of the ocean.
I mean, seriously, I was so upset when that happened. Why?
I don't know.
That makes no sense.
Is that why you've shied away from movies since
I'm
then?
never watching another movie again unless
way
it's an
back
Ernest
then.
Goes to
Christmas
Something movie.
1997.
I
That
want
was
to
his last movie.
I want to see a sequel where somebody goes and gets that damn diamond and brings it to the surface and pawns it to feed starving children. That's my platform for my 2020 campaign.
Officially announcing his candidacy on Byrd Brains podcast.
Who's the guy that took Bill? Who's the guy in the movie that took her down when she's old? And like when they went out.
That took her out. I don't know. I'll give that guy a drink.
No. But at the beginning of the movie, remember you see like
Yeah, it
old
was
Kate Winslet, but he's a famous actor. It's Bill
Paxton?
Bill Paxton, isn't it? Bill Paxton.
I'm pretty sure.
Wasn't he like? And then what? No, who was the guy? James
And he had-
Cameron basically do all that stuff with submarines and actually
Yeah.
went down.
James Cameron did that.
Yeah.
He also did you know James Cameron is actually the one who drew the drawings that supposedly Jack drew?
No, nice.
Like he's actually an art. Like James Cameron, apparently, like you can read about
The
him. He's a
nudie picture
horrible.
of Kate Winslet.
Yeah. He's like, well, I'm gonna have to look at your naked for a while.
He's the one who can draw them like her French girls.
But if you, exactly. If you pay attention to it, he is a horrible person, and he's really
yes, he
tough
is.
to work for.
Yes.
But he's an amazing
Yes.
like artist, like in every different capacity. So
That's the greatest
Agreed.
ones usually are.
He should
Yep.
win an award.
yeah, we should give him something.
Titanic should win something this year too.
Probably will.
David's protesting. Unless Titanic wins something at this year's Oscars, I am not watching.
So
I didn't like Bill Paxton's character. He had the earring in Titanic, and I couldn't buy it.
You really analyzed that movie.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't know you
is
were.
literally
He's
why
20
you-
years old now.
But is Bill Paxton the same guy in Weird Science? Isn't that
No.
Isn't that he's the dad? Like the older brother's like, hey, check us out. And pulls her pants down in gym class.
I don't know.
I think that's
Wasn't he in Jurassic Park?
JoJo, go off the Oscar screen.
He
IMDb.
was
All
not in
IMDb.
Jurassic Park. That's somebody else. I am.
But
I
yeah,
don't-
Yeah,
I think he was
Independence Day.
I think he was in Weird Science,
no, he was not in
No.
Independence Day either.
When did Weird Science
I'm thinking. Who am I thinking
like
of?
1988 or something
No,
like that.
he was not in Weird Science.
What?
I don't know who you're thinking of.
At least it's
Who
not
was the
on
president
IMDb.
of
I mean,
Independence Day?
Bill Pullman.
yeah.
Bill Pullman.
Yeah. Okay. I got
Close.
Very Bill
Very
P.
close.
Bill P.
I'll
Thank
give you a bell for that.
Thank you very much.
Sam Neill was the guy in Jurassic
Jurassic
Park.
Sam Neill. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Paxton was in Twister.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, Jurassic Park.
Favorite disaster movie? Go.
I would say.
Give me 5 names of disaster movies that were never made.
Oh man, it went bad.
What?
I put too much toilet paper in there before I flushed it. 2. Everything's on fire.
3.
Where'd all those hot dogs come from?
4.
Earthshake.
5.
There it is.
Oh man, Earthshake. That's a classic.
4 you go. No, that is an improv warm-up game you can play with your friends.
Well, an Earthshake is a reference. Bill Paxton was Chet. Thank you very much.
Oh.
It doesn't say it on
He was
here.
Chet. Because he's like, hey, check us out.
Burn.
Maybe he's
Kelly,
not credited.
what's the girl's name?
Kelly
in the-
LeBrock.
Kelly LeBrock.
Yeah.
She's put on some weight.
Well, but you know what?
But she was really, really pretty in that.
She'll
She was
forever be the first person, I think. It was 1985, so I got the year wrong. But she'll forever be like the first person I was ever in love with, like in a movie. I was like, oh, she's beautiful. She's got a
Gosh.
fancy British accent.
She could have gained a few pounds. I was thinking, that girl needs a sandwich.
Gosh.
You wanted to make her a sandwich, didn't you?
I'll make you a sandwich, baby. Put it between my buns or something.
So you liked her before you liked Kelly Kapowski.
Oh, that was me. Unless, Tiffany Thiessen. Her second season of cooking a dinner at Tiffany's just started as well. So.
And I said, what about Dinner at Tiffany's.
Who did I say I liked in besides Slater, of course?
You like everything
yeah,
I was
it was
saying
all
by the
about
bell.
Slater, yeah.
Oh,
There was-
wait, we never talked about that. That was a month ago now. Did you happen to catch any of the live version of Grease?
Yeah, Mario Lopez.
Mario Lopez was in it.
Really?
I didn't see it, but
I had no idea.
Somebody told me about it like the day after it aired, and I'm like, what? And I thought of you immediately. I'm like, I know a dude who loves that guy.
I think somebody might have recorded
Love
that
is an
in my house.
understatement.
I don't
Well,
know.
it's on the DVR at the house. You can watch it right now.
Because I found out that was on.
That's where I saw it.
Yes.
And then I also found out that the Boys to Men were also, they played the Beauty School Dropout, whatever. And I loved Boys to Men when I was in high school and stuff like that. So I'm like, Boys to Men and Mario Lopez. 1996 John Colby is so excited right now. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to.
All right. So I think we decided
We got
that
through
we
one.
didn't know
So Kate wins.
anybody.
Kate wins.
Kate Winslet's going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Next.
It'll be
Yeah,
Kate.
that's safe to
Best
say.
supporting actor.
Actor in a supporting role, Christian Bale, The Big Short.
No, he's supposedly a
I
horrible
want
guy.
to see The Big Short.
I read the book.
I want to see that.
I heard Big Short was really good.
Yeah,
I
Steve
haven't made my
Carell
way
should
through.
have gotten the
That was
So you got a
Christian
nomination.
Bale or Christian?
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
Batman.
Batman.
I think it's Christian Slater. I was picturing Christian Slater.
Would
for
you
some
calm down
reason.
with the Slater?
AC Slater. Exactly.
He's got it on the brain.
But again, Cameron Crowe is a horrible person. Or Russell? No, who's the director?
you know, it'd just be easier if you name all the good people in Hollywood. It'd be a lot faster.
Who's the director we just talked about? James Cameron.
James Cameron.
James Cameron's a horrible person. There's also like a famous audio clip
Of Christian just going
Christian
off.
Bale
Yeah.
yelling
Oh, I
at
heard
somebody
that,
on
yeah.
the set who
Yeah.
was just doing what he was told and walked
brought him a
across.
donut or something?
Yeah, and they're like, "You get in my way!" And da da da. Who are you? Like, just
I'm
goes
acting
off.
over here.
Yeah.
I'm like in character, and you just ruined everything.
Like,
yeah,
you're
it's
not
kind of
that
hilarious.
good.
Yeah,
You're not that
Calm
good.
down, buddy.
It would have been cool if he did it in Batman voice, though.
That's part of why I didn't
Well,
like him.
now,
Like,
now Ben Affleck's Batman.
yeah, well, have you heard his voice and some of the things?
Mm-hmm.
He has like a voice modulator. It's just like when you're a little kid, you use that thing. It's like, "Hello, I'm John Colby," whatever. They have a thing on Batman, so he sounds like a robot.
And I'm really going to be
excited.
interested in, like, how can Superman and Batman compete against each other?
It's Justice League, man.
That's
This
what
is
the
how
whole
it all
movie's
starts.
about.
It's for the chicks.
Like the Dawn of Justice.
It's
is that
like
what it's called?
it's the Dawn of Justice, and that's how the Justice League comes
Yeah,
together.
and hey, guess what? The Wonder
They fight
Woman is
first.
in this movie too.
Yeah.
They don't talk about it, but she's going to be in the movie too.
Hello.
Aquaman's gonna be in this
Speaking
movie,
of
too.
girls I fell in love with at the early age of my life.
Batman?
No, Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. I should have went that way.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Now, who was the original Wonder
Linda-
Woman?
Linda
Carter?
Carter.
Oh, my
yes.
gosh.
Yeah.
Now, is it sad? Is it weird to say that?
Yes.
Because she looked like my mother.
Yes.
Is that weird to say that?
Thanks, Oedipus. Let's move along.
Can I get my check,
right,
please?
and
Ready to go.
then supporting
Check.
role.
Separate
So,
checks.
Yeah, Christian Bale, go ahead.
Tom Hardy, The Revenant. Mark Ruffalo, Spotlight. Mark Rylance, Bridge of Spies, and Sylvester Stallone. I think you guys have
What?
heard of that guy from Creed.
I think he should
Oh my
win.
gosh!
I
David
saw
just
Bridge
got
of
so
Spies.
upset. Oh,
You saw
did?
Bridge of Spies?
I
I
thought
saw
you were
Bridge of
I want to
Spies.
see
excited
that too.
Very
But
good
you know,
movie.
my problem with
So
movies
I'm
these
voting for
days-
him.
For Stallone?
That one.
No,
No, he
for Bridge
wants
of
to
Spies.
see-
Oh, for Mark.
Whoever that guy
Mark
was.
Ruffalo.
Rylance.
Yeah, I don't
Oh.
know. I have no idea who that is.
Isn't
No
Mark
idea who that is,
Ruffalo
but I'm pretty sure he was
Incredible Hulk?
amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My problem with movies is that if it's not animated and by Disney, I have not seen it.
You like what you like, man.
Well, then you'll
know.
like where'd it
musicals.
go? Where'd it go? Oh, animated feature film Inside Out is nominated for
That
best.
better
I've
win.
seen that.
Yeah.
Seen
That better
one.
win.
That
Yes.
better win. That's
I'm-
my vote.
I am mad at the Oscars when it comes to animated films because the Lego movie wasn't nominated
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
last year.
Snub.
I don't know. Did you see the
No,
Lego
yes,
movie?
that's the word.
It is
I've-
fantastic.
Had it on in the background once when I was emailing people.
Everything is awesome.
Watch it.
Here's the thing. Like, yeah, I have a friend who has kids who went and saw it, and he goes, dude, you actually need to watch that movie. You'd really like it. And I don't laugh out loud when I watch movies, hardly ever. And there was a moment in there, I don't want to give it away. It's real stupid. But at one part watching the movie, I go, huh! I'm like, what is happening? I just had feelings.
I kind of want to
it-
know what
was
part
it
it is because
spaceship?
I had a moment like that too.
No, it was the part when it was the ghost, but it was just on the string. It's like, ooh. It was real dumb. It sounds real dumb.
Are you talking about Lego movie or In and Out?
The Lego movie.
Inside
Oh,
Out.
Inside
In and
Out.
Out, the
In and Out.
longer place.
In and Out. It says John 3:16 on the
Yes,
bottom
it
of the cup. So good. Inside Out was really good too, though.
Oh, it
like,
was.
I liked it, but it's like, okay, are we all controlled by our emotions? I mean,
Yes.
is that the way that we're just
Until 25.
Well,
yeah.
and it's okay to let all of them in. It's okay not to be happy all the time.
Yeah, but
it's deep stuff.
but you're ruled by your emotions.
You
That's
are
it.
until 25 because until your
brain,
your brain
frontal
is fully
cortex,
formed.
yeah.
You decide based on emotion and how it makes you feel and stuff
But
like
then
that.
they had the parents had the same things they were controlled by their emotions too.
You're not angry when you drive.
But I don't get controlled by them.
You don't yell and
I might become angry, but I won't be controlled by my.
That's what it's
emotions.
saying. We're all different things at different times.
Somebody pointed out because well, we're gonna get like really deep into it, but somebody pointed out that the mom and dad were more like, what's the word? Forget it.
They're
Forget it.
forgetful.
No.
What's that thing when you can't think of words? It's forgetful.
It's forgetful.
All right, so
Whatever.
Hold on, let me talk
If
about
I
Inside
think
Out
of
for a
it-
second, so you
Yeah.
can think of what you want to think about
Okay.
for that. Okay, so the whole movie, the idea is they have these different emotions, and their core emotions get lost, and
Right.
they have to get them back.
core memories.
Core memories.
actually.
Core memories.
Yes.
Oh, have you seen it?
I was on in the background while some friends and I were playing adult Jenga.
Well, adult Jenga.
No,
Oh yeah, I know what
okay.
that is. I'm not talking about it. Okay, but here's the thing. At one,
Tell me after the show, please.
At
I've
one-
never heard of
It's
that
just
before.
big blocks.
Oh, just real big.
it's a big
block?
giant. It's like
Oh.
3 foot tall, whatever.
That's cool. I want that. I want you to go to there.
At one point in the movie, they're like, oh yeah, we throw this one and everything. It's the gum commercial, and they just pop it in. It goes right there. Why don't you put the core memories in that thing, and they would literally go right back to the main headquarters, and the whole movie would be over.
So like the plot collapses.
The whole plot collapses. It literally does. 'Cause I saw it twice. I saw it once. Like I had nothing to do in where was I? Dallas, Texas. So I just saw it, a double feature. I saw that in Jurassic Park or Jurassic World. And then I wanted Caitlin to see it or the listener to see it. So I took her to see it. And both times, the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, that was good. And the bing bong part, I lost it. And then the second time I watched it, I
Yes.
even knew it was coming. Bing bong got me again.
sense
But in
it,
that
you
second
know it.
time, I was like, wait. That's the whole movie's ruined for me now because all they have to do was that.
So did you write a blog post exposing all the plot holes inside out?
Write a letter to Disney. Hey.
I made a webisode. Did you think of the thing about the
I
parents?
did.
Go.
Okay, so the girl in the movie, she's kind of like joy is her main emotion.
Riley's,
and
yeah.
like the mom and thank you. The mom and the dad. The mom's is sadness. Like that's her main character in her brain, and then the dad is anger. And somebody just pointed out that they have more tendencies to go that direction. Not that they're necessarily controlled by them.
But that's their guiding emotion.
Yeah,
I would have
which I thought was interesting.
I would have thought the dads would be disappointment primarily.
That's not an emotion.
You know what
my
else?
experience.
You know what else disappoints me?
This
you know what
is
disappoints
becoming
me?
too real.
You know what else disappoints me?
Obamacare.
Obamacare.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The Affordable Care Act has spurred a host of regulations. Business owners don't have time to be experts in Obamacare.
don't.
At least not while they're running their successful businesses.
Yeah.
And not being run by their emotions. So keep your business compliant with Tilson's integrated management solution. To learn more, visit, John, take your headphones off, please. TalkToTilson.com. That's TalkToTilson.com.
Talk to Tilson.
It's my jam.
Nailed it.
We've done that like 60 times now, and I still laugh every time.
Nailed it.
It's like a poop joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never gets old.
Always good.
All right, so next.
Actress in a leading role?
Yeah, sure. Why
Kate
not?
Blanchett for Carol.
Can see it?
Brie
Carol? Carol. I just have to say that.
Brie Larson, Room.
Nope.
Jennifer
Room.
Lawrence, Joy.
Speaking of Room,
Wait, I saw that one.
I did
You
do
saw
Joy.
it?
I saw Joy.
I saw
It's
Joy.
the only adult movie I've seen in like 6
Adult
months.
movie.
You can't say it like that. You say
Is this
regular.
like
You say
adult
movie.
Jenga, or is this different?
You say movie. There's children's movies,
Not
movies,
animated.
and adult. Yeah.
Yes.
Higher than PG-13
Jennifer Lawrence
rated
and
movie.
Joy.
Charlotte Rampling, 45 years,
Yeah,
and
no idea who that is.
I don't know
No
how to
idea
pronounce
what that
this
is.
girl's name. Her last
Another
name's
one?
Roman,
If you
and she
can't
was in
pronounce
Brooklyn.
it, she's probably not going to win.
She was in what?
Brooklyn.
Okay, I saw
She
none
was
of those
also
movies.
she was the girl in Lovely Bones. If you ever saw that movie.
Another
that one either.
No.
Nope.
I'm so out. I mean,
All right.
kids have ruined my movie experiences.
Kids are the worst.
Thanks,
So, John.
Obama.
So, John, is that your pick then?
I have to go
Joy?
with it because it's the only one I've
Joy.
seen. But it's about a girl who comes
Joy
up with
Manganiello. Yeah, came up with that
the
mop.
thing. Yeah,
The self-rigging mop.
I had no idea, and then she made it big on QVC.
Yeah.
Who?
She's
who would
like
know?
the modern day Lori Greiner.
Oh.
Or
Did Lori sell her mop for her on QVC?
I don't think so.
All right. So,
But it was really cool in that Melissa Rivers played her mom in that movie, Joan
Yeah.
Rivers. That was
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah,
So
I like
in
that.
Abby and I were like, oh my gosh.
So in 15 movies so far, or 15 nominations, we've seen 2. Right?
All
You
right.
guys are doing a good
All
job.
right.
We're nailing it.
Actor in a leading role: Bryan Cranston for Trumbo. Matt
I saw him
Damon.
in something.
Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah.
I saw him in-
Breaking Bad.
I saw him in Breaking Bad all last year.
Yeah.
So you know
watched.
who he was. That's
Yes.
good.
Matt Damon, The Martian.
Know him.
Leo.
Saw him in Good Will Hunting and all the
Bourne movies.
Bourne movies. Thank
Yeah.
you.
What's funny is there was a thing on Facebook a while back that's like, okay, and Interstellar and The Martian and in Saving Private Ryan, like the world has spent millions upon millions of dollars retrieving Matt Damon. Like, that's true. He just keeps
He is
getting
precious
lost.
cargo.
Like, man, we got to.
Precious cargo.
But first they spent millions training him as Jason
They
Bourne.
got him already, and then the guy kept
We
getting
lost
lost.
him. We must get him back.
Like a freaking remote in a couch. Man, just put it somewhere else. Put Matt Damon somewhere safe.
so
and
put
then-
some
and then-
Velcro on him and
then
put him
with-
on a wall.
With all those millions, he bought a farm.
And
Or
a
zoo.
zoo.
The zoo.
And a zoo.
Zoo.
Exactly.
Leo DiCaprio, The Revenant.
He's going to win.
He's gonna win.
He's gonna win.
No doubt.
Hopefully,
No
he'll
doubt.
finally get that Oscar. He'll finally get it. Michael Fassbender, Steve Jobs, and Eddie Redmayne, The Danish Girl.
Okay, so I'm going to go with Matt Damon in The Martian because that's the one I saw.
Oh, so we're up to 3. That's good.
Yeah.
I was supposed to see The Revenant the other day, but here's my complaint. Here's the John Colby gripe.
What really grinds my gears?
You know what grinds my gears? Okay, by the time people get home from work and go out to dinner, what time do you make a dinner reservation?
4:30. I have
Hold
kids.
on.
Though. They're hungry.
I'm sorry, an
Their
adult
lunch-
dinner.
Let's say 7.
7, exactly.
You can't
Thank
say
you.
adult dinner.
Adult dinner. Yeah, exactly. Different things happen at those. So 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock,
is
yeah.
when you have dinner. So
Yes.
a few different times. Caitlin and I went out last night. We went out Friday night. Went out a different time last week.
It must be great not having kids.
And it's awesome. It's awesome.
Older kids.
yeah.
You basically, it's like the opposite. Like a kid, the opposite of that is a cat. A cat, like, hey, I'll be back in 3 days. There's a lot of food. Bye. But listen, we
Enjoy.
tried to see The Revenant. The Revenant, wherever you go, starts somewhere between 6:45 and 7:15. I'm like, well, we got to eat dinner.
Yeah.
So we haven't been able to see. So we're going to see
Popcorn
that
for
movie.
dinner.
Exactly. But I don't do that.
No.
Don't do that. No. I need to stay regular. Because sometimes you
Cheese
can't
and
poop.
popcorn.
Sometimes you can't poop. It's like if you're at a hotel and you
no.
can't poop.
Are you?
Yeah.
Have you ever
Is that
been?
5?
Have you ever been to a hotel and not been able to poop? Speaking of hotels,
You're probably looking for a good value in hotels, aren't you, John Colby?
Yep.
Always.
So you need to look for America's best value in.
It's right there in the name.
1,000 Inns, hotels, and suites. They've got you covered with affordable rates and a free value club, offering room discounts, upgrades, late checkout, and more. I am not a professional reader, just so you know. With value right in their name, you know you're getting a great deal. Visit abvi.com. Psh, it's a secret, abvi.com. Download their app or call 888-315-2378.
why would I
Why?
call
For reservations.
Nice.
America best value in?
You got to
Thank
tell
you.
You got to tell Roger we've
Thank
already
you
got
for
his.
thanks for saluting.
I will be calling the CEO tomorrow, letting him know we've come up with this jingle.
Good.
All right, so
Trademark.
We have one more
We have
category.
one
Best
category
picture.
left.
Best
Go.
picture. That's it.
Yep.
The Big Short, Bridge
Re-
of
I want to
Spies,
see
Read the
it.
book.
Didn't see it.
Saw Bridge of Spies.
Brooklyn.
Did not see
Don't
I've
it.
been there.
Now there's 10 of these, right?
That
It's,
counts.
Yeah.
it's weird that they
It
expanded.
depends on the year.
Yeah, but then-
sometimes there's not always 10.
No,
sometimes
it's
there's more.
always 10
It's always
now for the
10
last
now.
3 years
Yeah.
now. They just
Well, then maybe that's why, because it used
used
to
to
be.
always be
Everybody
five.
gets
Yeah.
everybody gets a trophy.
Everybody gets
and now they're
Bridge of
like, yeah, sure. Let what's the crappy one? There's one movie that totally shouldn't be on there. Keep reading.
There's only 8 this year.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's what I'm saying. I think it depends.
I
Yeah,
think-
so
I
you two
think-
were wrong.
are you just
Obama.
believing what
All right.
the internet says because it's the internet?
All right, keep on going. Keep on going.
What? Mad Max Fury Road.
That should not be nominated for an
That's so-
Oscar.
I
That's
just
what I'm
heard
talking
that. I'm
about.
like, that's crazy.
Okay.
Did
The
not see it.
Martian,
Saw it.
The Revenant,
Nope.
Room,
Nope.
Spotlight.
Nope.
Spotlight.
Spotlight.
Oh, Spotlight's a
I
whole
was
different movie.
enunciating the T.
I haven't seen any
Spotlight.
of them.
Is that it? That's all 8
That's all of them.
Well, did you know that the contenders for the worst films of the year have been announced as well?
for the Razzies.
Yeah, the Razzies. 50 Shades of Grey dominated the nominations. up for 6 Razzies,
Dominated.
including Worst Picture, Worst Director, Worst Actor, and Worst Actress. Also, Jupiter Ascending, Pixels, and Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, which I saw.
I saw that movie.
Go figure.
In fact, my kids saw it twice because they wanted to see it because I didn't see it.
They wanted to see it.
No, trust
Blame the
Sure.
kids.
And when we went to the movie theater, the sound was all muffled, so we got free movie passes to go back another time.
Is that it? Is that
Yeah.
all? I saw none of the worst picture
To be
nominees.
interestingly announced, interesting Eddie Redmayne, who's tipped for another Oscar for his role in The Danish Girl, is in contention for Worst Supporting Actor for Jupiter Ascending. The awards launched in 1980 as a spoof to the Oscar.
That's funny.
So I'm gonna go with The Martian. No, and Bridge of Spies. I'm hedging my bet.
I'm going to go with The Revenant to win all the things that it's nominated for.
Yeah, Revenant, Domination, not 50 Shades of Grey.
Not 50 Shades of Grey, but 23 episodes of Byrd Brains are now in the book.
Today's
the
Byrd Brains
books.
podcast brought to you by Jonathan Byrds. They've got catering, they got weddings, and they've got the 502 East Event Center, and they've got
Fried chicken.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America, Tilson HR, Comedy Sports Indianapolis, and of course the Circular Insanity Chasing 200 Tour by Brian Clausen. We hardly knew ye, and by hashtag White Oscars.
Oscar's so white.
And today's winner of this edition
One
of the
job.
Byrd Brains podcast is, because of all his knowledge for movies, it's Sean Colby.
You like me. You really, really like me. Do I get something now? Is there a prize or a...
You get nothing.
Oh,
You lose. Good day, sir.
Womp womp.
I see where I'm not wanted. Hey, for Jonathan Byrd, David Byrd, JoJo, and John Colby, we thank you for listening. If you made it this far, you deserve an Oscar.
Yes.
And if you
like
if you didn't make it this far, we're saying nothing to you. But if you did, we're saying
We're
we're very,
very
very sorry.